Hey guys, Vazzy back here, and today we have some more breaking NHL trade news as Vladimir Tarasenko has just been traded from the Ottawa Senators to the Florida Panthers. Rather big deal here going down Wednesday morning, so we're going to jump into NHL 24 and take a look at this trade. So looking at this trade officially in game, the Florida Panthers are sending a 2025 third and a 2024 fourth, which can become a third if Florida wins the Cup, to the Ottawa Senators for Vladimir Tarasenko. So looking at Tarasenko here in game, I currently have him at a 84 overall rating. He has a couple X factors there, a sniper in game. He still has those really good offensive stats, but his defensive stats definitely are lacking, which is pretty accurate to real life. Taking a look at some of his real life numbers, obviously split the last year between New York and St. Louis. He's had some pretty good years. Obviously struggled to stay healthy for a couple of years there in St. Louis, but overall he has been a guy that can be relied upon to put up a decent amount of points for your team. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm surprised the return is only a third and a fourth here going to Ottawa. I thought for sure they would have got a little bit more for Tarasenko. I know he does have a no movement clause in real life, so that obviously limited the destinations that he was willing to go to. But yeah, I thought for sure he would definitely be on par with at least the value that Washington got for Mantha in the trade yesterday. But with that being said, let's see what Ottawa says in game. They do end up rejecting this, so let me force this trade through and we'll take a look at the lines for the Panthers. So looking at some potential lines here for the Panthers, obviously I have that stacked first line. I have Tarasenko here slotting in on the second line with Reinhart and Bennett. Overall, it's an absolutely insane top six. Everyone there can contribute. Overall, a very solid team in general. We'll see if maybe they add a few more pieces, we'll see. I heard potentially Pacioretty could be on his way to Florida too. Maybe not now with Tarasenko going there, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. And goaltending, obviously nothing changed, just like the defensive side of things with Bobrovsky and Stolarz. And just in closing again, I just want to give my thoughts on this trade. I really like this trade for the Florida Panthers. I know, again, Tarasenko is horrible defensively. He is definitely a guy in the playoffs that you can't rely on really to shut anything down at all. You can't have him on the ice for those pivotal situations. But he's still a guy who's going to put up those numbers for you. Even this year on a Ottawa Senators team that is struggling, I believe he had 41 points in 57 games. That's still really good. That's not a player that has totally fallen off the map, at least offensively, so he still has that side of his game that he brings to the table, and I think he's going to fit in pretty good in Florida. Who knows, maybe if everything goes good, he ends up sticking around and signs there in the off-season. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. And looking at the trade from the Ottawa Senators side of things, I don't love the return. The last couple of trades we looked at when seller teams have been getting draft picks back in return for UFAs, I really overall liked those trades. I just feel like the return here is pretty underwhelming for Tarasenko. Again, like I said earlier, I know he had the no movement clause. I know he really controlled a lot of where he was going here, which definitely probably hurt the return. But for a guy like Tarasenko, it just still feels a little bit low in my opinion. And I know he's still not that superstar that he was in St. Louis, but yeah, I don't know, just feels a little bit low for me. Definitely let me know, what did you guys think of this trade in the comments down below. And who knows, maybe I'll be back with you guys here later today if we have some more trades. But until then, I will see you all in the next video.